We are live. This is podcast episode 2 here at UAI Garden Grove. Welcome to Insight, the channel that takes you on a captivating journey. Join us as we explore themes, ideas, or subjects covered in this podcast and engage in thought-provoking conversations with experts, enthusiasts, and leaders. Whether you're a seasonal aficionado or just starting to delve into its depth, this channel is your guide to expanding your knowledge and diving deeper into the world. I'm your host, Luis Altriano, and together we will enlighten and go through an exploration that will leave you inspired and informed. I will now introduce Mr. Clayton, Mr. Luna, and Mrs. Aislinn. Mr. Clayton, first question, with the growth of remote work, how might the workforce be impacted as companies reconsider the necessity of in-person meetings and conferences? Mr. Clayton, can you share insights into the psychology behind being an entrepreneur, in this case, our business club class?
So let's see, the psychology behind entrepreneurship, especially in reference to the business club class. So first, let me take a few steps backwards, right? Entrepreneurship, it is the engine to our economy, right? And our economy is the relationship between the consumers and the producers, that financial relationship. So the psychology is life. If we stop pointing or producing or pumping out entrepreneurs, right? If we don't keep developing entrepreneurs, our economy will die and our whole life will change as we know it. So the idea behind the business club, among many different things, is to spur the interest in people who may know they're entrepreneurs or may not know they're entrepreneurs, right? The business club is open to all the different programs here, not just the business guys. We talk about advanced topics that go above and beyond the curriculum here. And we also foster the mentality, the drive of entrepreneurship. So it is a psychology, it really is. It's people that want to change the world. It's people that want to help other people, right? For myself, I became an entrepreneur, not just for profit, that unites us for sure. But I became an entrepreneur because I wanted to create jobs for people so that they can take care of their families.
Mr. Luna, I would like to ask you the following question. With the growth of remote work, how might the workforce be impacted as companies reconsider the necessity of in-person meetings and conferences?
First of all, remote work. So we all know that we were impacted back on March 20th, 2021 by this COVID-19. So what that did was that forced America, including UEI, that had to transition to a hybrid type of learning, which means you come one day, the next day you're in hybrid, and so on and so forth. I think the country as a whole got used to that. So the consideration for companies as to how it impacted their businesses was due to the fact that a lot of people were working from home. And as you still well know, people with Amazon, people with Walmart, people with Apple from Cupertino, a lot of people are now working at home. So I think that the industry has found out that it actually might be a good thing because you have people working at home. It's less cost effective for people having to come to work and, office space. People are downsizing. Me in real estate, I know we're downsizing because a lot of people work from home, remote. They work from a computer. I personally have worked behind a Shell gas station, right? As long as I have my laptop. Now, the impact that it could take in a negative way could be when you have meetings, when these companies want to have meetings, and it says here in-person meetings, right? What happens there is that their social skills may be affected, right? Because the interaction of interpersonal skills may not be there. But on the flip side, which is the positive side, you can also have meetings, go-to meeting. You can hook people up in several different states that will benefit everybody. And here at UEI, we use one of the biggest ones. We use Zoom, which the people here at UEI had to transition to that. Because before that, they didn't have to do that. They would come every day. So I think there's pros and cons in this. I think it's very effective. I think our future is going to also be to more going to working remote. And I thank you.
Mr. Clayton, can you follow up on how does this all tie into the concept of work-life balance and employee well-being?
So, work life balance, right? This is an interesting concept. We have to work. If we don't work, right, our whole life's going to go down. So, we have to try to balance working with not working or the benefits of not working, right? Taking into account the fact that some people really just like to work, right? And that's okay. And we also take into the account that the benefits, psychological, medical benefits to not working and just decompressing and relaxing. The unfortunate part of entrepreneurship, one of many, is that as an entrepreneur, you're going to work 100 hours a week. Don't expect a work-life balance. Just because I'm saying don't expect a work-life balance because you have to work 100 hours a week does not mean you should not make an effort to have a work-life balance. It's going to be different for everyone. The key is making an effort to do non-work things when you can. That's the key.
Mr. Luna, do you want to carry on how do current events such as health crisis influence society today?
Yes, so the health crisis for our society today has entailed and impacted our global world because not only because of COVID, but we're now having new diseases and new viruses that are now coming up. So the main impact of all of this has been the one word that we all know, money. It's very costly. Back when Obama was president, he was very, brilliant in starting the Obamacare health that really helped a lot of people. But we also have to realize that every single person in America does not have medical benefits. Some people can't afford it. So the crisis is because of the money. And when you have lack of money, you have people that are getting sick and not able to fend for themselves. You also have veterans who automatically have, medical benefits throughout the Department of Defense as well as the VA. Now, we also have another crisis, and that crisis globally is illegal immigration. And so what happens there is our, present government status has revised what the former government did, and they allow certain, illegal immigrants to come to America. Because let's face it, America, the land of the freedom, the home of the brave, everybody wants to come here because of the opportunity that they have. Now, what that causes, though, because some and most people don't have benefits. So that may take an impact in the crisis of raising our taxes to be able to fulfill that aspect of making sure and ensuring that everybody has those medical benefits, right? So that's one of the crises that, I have foreseen that has caused this event to transpire.
Wow, those are actually some very interesting points you're bringing up, Mr. Luna. Thank you so much for that. And well, this is going to conclude the end of our podcast. Thank you so much, Mr. Clayton, Mr. Luna, for being here with us today. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Stay posted for our next post. Thank you so much, guys. This is a business program over at UEI.